Taking a look at Omar on the other side of the tap-tap. You might have seen another video where he's playing the backhand volley drop. Now we've transitioned him into the forehand volley drop. So let's see if there's some similarities that he does well or doesn't do so well. What I like about this is when he goes across, he's really reaching for that. That's the whole point of this. This exercise is called the tap-tap drill because you're looking to go tap-tap, rack it up, rack it up, rack it up, rack it up, moving strongly along this T line to look for the volley. And that's simply what we're doing. We're looking to tap the ball, simplify the swing, learn to reach, learn to stabilize the shoulders, the chest, and the core, reaching for that volley, nice strong legs, and pushing back off well when you come out of it. So he does well with the reach there. Maybe, again, wouldn't be realistic in a game there, but I like his intention there. What he's done really well here, which you might have seen from the other video, he's putting his foot much more side on. Before, we noticed that he was looking really front on, and he wasn't quite getting that right. There was a lot of, untidiness with where his body was. So he does well there. He skips across. He's really quick and he moves well across there, hits that. And here's where some of the problems start happening. First thing to compliment him on. Nice reach. He's looking to extend, but look at that body position. Look where the head is. Look where the hips are. Everything feels like it's looking front on. Notice the feet. Everything's too front on. We need to get him more comfortable side on. So again, doing these with him, these are great ways he's going to correct himself to get more side on. Just rushing a little bit. We want to make it almost slow down, but do it slightly better. So let's go bit by bit. As he moves across, nice. And then everything's front on, isn't it? So the big thing I'd like for him, and again, I'm glad he's ghosting like this. You hear me say this all the time. Ghosting should be perfect, as in there's no distraction of a ball. Get it right. Code yourself to be perfect in the legs, the reach, the arm, the body, all these areas, you want to be ghosting really strong and solid. Pushes across. And now what we need is this left hip of his needs to swing. It needs to go and start to face that side wall. Because everything's front on, all he does is I think he just crabs across, takes a couple of little steps. And by the way, sometimes that's totally cool. That's okay. Little quick shuffle across. Does way better there, by the way. Look at that. I was about to say he crabs across, but this is what we're looking at. Maybe a slight overreach, but look at that. That's what we're looking at. That foot position there, phenomenal. That's exactly what we're looking to do to reach. And again, big fan of that. Look at that arm. Look at how he's extending it, pushing out. And again, I'm not too upset to see this because even if it isn't quite right, think of the strength he's developing. Think of all of these areas, the ankle, the knee, the hips, even the core, the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, all of these areas, he's getting stronger by doing that. As he hits, doesn't quite get his racket right, kind of wobbles a little bit, and he just pulls it across his body rather than trying to shape it and arc it into that area to get it nice and tight. But that was great. Good work, Omar. So nice little step across, quick little movement. Let's see what it does. Good. Again, footwork, good. Obviously, the racket, he rolls it, he hits it just on the frame, bottom part of his racket there. So it spins, double hits into the floor. Not a problem. We're working on that. Again, just doesn't look too comfortable there, like throwing his head back a little bit. We need to work on that. But one thing I said to Omar in particular, which, he's not the tallest guy, and that's totally cool. He's worked on a whole bunch of skill sets, but he's growing, he's getting bigger quicker. We need to get him stronger in and around this T area to be able to dominate that line. He likes pushing up. He likes getting on the tee. They're just a little bit lazy with the footwork, goes in, keeps it front on, and just then definitely overreaches. But I did tell him at this point that reaching was the main thing. I think, if you were to hear my voice, I was saying to him, reach the whole time. And that's what we're developing, the idea to reach. But you can just notice his footwork, especially on this forehand volley, gets there and he just gets too comfortable in that position. Again, not that he's being lazy because he's not a lazy guy. It's just a little bit incorrect. He just gets that a little bit early, a little bit wrong, placing it down where everything is now open, and then everything in and around that arm just gets a little bit messed up. So that's where we need to do a little bit of work. So let's just look at the last few. Again, I think it's going to be similar things time and again. Just notice his footwork. Good backhand ghosting, by the way. So he's coding himself well there. So we get that better. I think we've got to get both sides better. Yeah. So the majority of the time, you're noticing that foot, bang, there. He's just getting too comfortable. So again, I'm glad I'm watching this because even in the moment, I picked up on a little bit, but seeing it on video, slowing it down, really showing him what's happening here, or anyone that's watching this, such a common fault. front wall facing, everything's a little bit now defensive. You need to get side on. And again, if you want to see an example of it, have a look at one of my videos. I do quite a lot of these where I'm trying to get side on, but especially in this tap tap exercise, really trying to get the hip around. So that's about, 45 degrees better, but we need to throw those hips around a little bit more. Good shot. Lovely. Only thing there, maybe a little bit sloppy in the backswing. Like there's a lot of moving parts. Like look at that. There's a lot going on. For me, it's more about tap, 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 tap. Just get that racket up. Simple. Almost block hitting. Yes, you're going to have a bit of shape, but I'm not a fan of what he did there with his racket face. As he hit, look at how that racket face it turns. Now it's looking directly at the ground, and there's just too much risk what's going on there. I think the shot ends up okay. Yeah, it ends up very nice, actually, like right glued to the side wall. But these moving parts there, I think just don't help the quality of the shot and the consistency over time. So listen, some good stuff in there. Hopefully this is resonating with some of you. If you're struggling with these volley drops around the middle, maybe one or two of these little things that you've seen from Omar might be resonating in your game. So please do like and share and subscribe to the channel. It does a big, big value for it. If you want your free personalized swing audit, just simply click in the link in the description below and I'll be more than happy to help out. Nice little cross-court nick attempt there from Omar. But listen, until next time, thanks very much, everyone. I can't wait to see you soon.